If you've been struggling to meet your protein goals or you're tired of the same old desserts for weight loss, then this is the recipe for you. Clocking in 50 grams of protein and only 3 ingredients, this is going to be a recipe that you're gonna have on repeat. Hi, I'm Amy and welcome to the To Explore Wellness channel. I'm a nutrition coach who successfully lost and kept off 40 pounds of fat, making healthier recipes and developing healthier habits for sustainable weight loss. And making recipes like this has been an absolute game changer in my journey because I can quench that sweet tooth and hit my protein goals without crazy calories or crazy amounts of sugar. If that resonates with you, then you are in the right place. So let's go ahead and go over the ingredients for this recipe. Like I mentioned, this recipe only takes 3 ingredients. So for our kind of cheesecakey flavor layer, all we're going to need is some cottage cheese and protein powder. This is a new cottage cheese on the market, Mulu, and it actually has 18 grams of protein. So I believe it's 4 grams more protein, 5 grams more protein for the same amount of calories. If you're looking for an even bigger protein boost, then definitely check this one out. And then we're just going to need one more ingredient, and that is going to be some cookies. Now I have these 2 different types of cookies here, and later in the video when we get to the cookie layer, I'm going to compare the macros and ingredients so that you can determine which one is actually a better choice for you. So let's go ahead and get started on our layers. So for the main ingredients, again, we're gonna need our cottage cheese and our protein powder, and you can totally do a chocolate protein powder with this as well. And the type of protein powder you use will change the consistency. This is going to be a whey casein blend, and I will leave a link to this one in the description. But a whey blend will make it a little bit creamier and smoother, more of like a creamy Greek yogurt texture. And this is going to be a little bit thicker, more like maybe a dip texture. If you use plant-based is often also, actually depending on which plant-based you get, I've used plant-based where it's a little bit more like the whey, and I've used a plant-based, it's a little bit more like casein, which is going to be a little bit thicker and clumpier and really not a great texture for this recipe. I also have a blog post that I will link so that you can learn what the differences are between protein powders, because a lot of people do recipes and then wonder why they don't come out the way it looks like it's supposed to come out. We're gonna do 1 cup of cottage cheese, and these ratios are going to be what gets you to 50 grams of protein. You can obviously do like half a portion, like if you just want 25 grams of protein for around 200 calories. If you want a smaller size, that works as well. You can even like kind of batch prep this so that you have something on hand. And 1 scoop of protein powder. Time to blend it. Perfect. This is probably my most used kitchen tool ever because it blends, it shreds. This comes off and you can use it as like a hand whisk or an immersion blender. Like, I love this thing. And the mini one, this one kind of does the same thing as this, but even smoother in seconds. I love this tool. All right, so it's nice and creamy. Before we actually finish this recipe, I did want to go over the differences between these mini Oreos and this 100-calorie pack. Because I feel like, you know, anytime you see like maybe a calorie content, like a low calorie advertisement on something, it automatically means it's better or healthier for you. Honestly, the great things about these, that they come pre-packaged, which to me is a lot better than having kind of like free range of the bag, because this can get dangerous. So we have the same amount of weight here. So let's go ahead and just do a quick comparison. It looks like the 100-calorie pack is a little bit higher in volume. So it looks like maybe you get a little more bang for your buck, though it does weigh the same. It's the same amount of weight. The Oreos are about 15 to 20 calories more and about 1 or 2 grams of sugar more. So it's not really that much of a difference. Because again, at first glance, like, I don't buy these. I feel like this feels really unhealthy. I buy these because they're like 100-calorie packs, but in reality, they're not really that different. So whichever one you have handy and whichever you choose to use for this recipe, you're gonna get pretty similar macros. Just make sure you're looking at the portion size, because just eating out of this bag or taking large amounts of this can really add up on calories. That's why, again, I like these. It kind of gives you a more controlled portion. Let's go ahead and finish this recipe now. We're going to put these Oreos in a little baggie so that we can crush them up and get that cookies and cream vibe. Feel free to use whatever tool you have on hand. And you can also just instead process it in this, but this I feel like makes it a little more even. So we're just gonna go ahead and drop them in now. And then just mix it up. And here we have a cookies and cream cheesecake dessert. But we're gonna add something a little special to this before we finish it off. So now for me, this would be a dessert. And my desserts are typically a little lower in calories than 400. You can portion it for whatever meets your macros. But I'm going to divide this into 2 portions, which will be right around or a little less than 200 calories each, but still 25 grams of protein. So I just like to serve it in these little cups. And then we're gonna add a little extra something something. If you haven't seen my pumpkin parfait, that is one of my most popular recipes. I highly recommend checking that out because the macros for that one are even better because it's like a pumpkin layer rather than like the cookies kind of add on quite a few calories for this one. Obviously a little healthier, higher in fiber, doesn't have any added sugars. Highly recommend checking that out. You can find that up here and I will also link it in the description so that you have easy access to it. But highly recommend. I know it's not pumpkin season right now, but maybe by the time you're watching this it is. Anyway, delicious recipe, and that is one that I will eat for breakfast. So if you really want to take these to the next level, you can do a chocolate shell on top. So I would melt about a tablespoon or so of chocolate with a little bit of coconut oil to make it nice and drizzly, and just put it on top. That will add anywhere from like 60 to 80 calories, depending on the type of chocolate chips you use, if they're sugar-free, whatever. So if it fits your macros, highly recommend making this addition. And some reserved cookie crumble for the top, of course. So I found out something interesting. I was running some numbers, and while I would not call this a balanced breakfast, when you compare it to a typical breakfast food such as pancakes, like I'm talking regular pancakes, not protein pancakes or healthier pancakes, this actually comes out quite a bit better. I ran some numbers, and for about the same amount of calories, which is around 400, you get 3 medium-sized pancakes, and it comes to about 11 grams of protein. Whereas this, for the same amount of calories, you get 50 grams of protein. Just something to think about. Again, I don't think this is a balanced breakfast because of mainly the sugar content, and it could use some more fiber and micronutrients, but this is an absolutely delicious dessert that you can eat and still hit your protein goals, because this serving right here, this is right around 200 calories and 25 grams of protein. So I would call this a winner. All right, let's do a taste test for this one. Bon appetit. If you like cookies and cream, you have to make this. Like seriously, this thing, 25 grams of protein, and it tastes like this, literally a dessert you would not know it was healthy. And if you want more dessert recipes, I actually have an ebook that has 50 dessert recipes that are perfect for weight loss and maintenance. So if you want to check that out, I highly recommend heading to my description to find the link. I really hope you enjoyed making this recipe today. I thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please help support me by clicking the like button and subscribing if you want more high protein, delicious, and healthier recipes. Thanks again, and see you next time.